Hey, it's Clay, and today is the day before my first ever real market event. I have done one prior out in Jackson several years ago when I wasn't really established as an artist yet, so hopefully this one goes better because the last one I didn't sell anything, but I didn't have a lot to sell, so that's how things go sometimes. But this time I do have stuff to sell, and I am much more established. I have like a proper art style and I have little things to sell. So I'm super excited. Tomorrow is not supposed to be great weather, but today is sunshiny and beautiful, so fingers crossed that tomorrow isn't terrible. Tomorrow is supposed to be raining and I have an outdoor spot. But I should be getting a better canopy from my parents, so hopefully we won't be suffering too much. But I'm not sure if I should take any of my originals with me because they're all kind of big and I'm worried about them getting damaged from the rain. So I might just be bringing prints and stickers, but it really just depends on how bad it is tomorrow. So anyways, I'm gonna work on cleaning out the car, figuring out what I'm taking, what I'm packing, and yeah, I'll let you guys know. And continue with the little vlog for today and tomorrow. So these are all the sticker and print products that I will be having there tomorrow at the event. I feel like I finally have enough items that I feel comfortable doing an event and actually having some amount of variety. I just gotta figure out outside of this what of my originals I want to add to the pile of what I'm taking tomorrow. So alongside doing all of that prep work, I also took some videos and some pictures of some of my originals outside because I had a really nice spot in the yard to go and do that. Then that night we had a nice little thunder and lightning storm. The morning of, it was looking gray and scary outside, but my husband was running late to work, so we were on our way. Then me and my friends got ready before the event. After getting there 30 minutes late and struggling to get the tent up, we finally had everything prepped and ready, and it didn't rain. So instead, we sat in a hot, muggy tent all day, sweating our butts off. Me and my friend Max went to the indoor part of the event just to explore and see what else was in there. Finally, around 8:40 p.m. we started taking the tent down, and we made a small profit, but it was worth it. And then we went out to dinner afterwards. Hey guys, it's Clay, and it is a week after the event. I had a lot of fun. It was a really interesting experience. It was my first market experience, so I've never really gone out anywhere to sell my artwork. I've only really tried to make online sales or sales to my friends, stuff like that. I haven't really done a market before. The previous one that I did was in Jackson. I was invited for free because my friend was running it, or he was one of the people running it. I did not make any sales, and all I had with me was a couple little sketches that I cut out as almost like stickers, kind of, but they weren't stickers. They're just little art pieces that look like stickers. But I really didn't have any sort of display or setup or anything at that point in time in my life. All I had was my little folder full of these little sketches I had cut out and small original pieces. Nothing sold. It was an indoor event. I think maybe like 40 to 50 people showed up. So having this experience was very different. There was probably 80 to 100 people that passed through in general. I do think it was probably lower, like a smaller number of people that came through than what they were expecting, because it seemed like because the weather had fluctuated so much, they weren't really sure what was going to be happening or what was going to be going on. So yeah, the weather wasn't exactly what we were expecting, but we did get a good portion of people through. I have the exact numbers in one of my books somewhere, but I sold about $60 worth of product, which was really exciting because, like I said, I haven't really made any sales. I've made like a couple sales to friends and things like that, but nothing substantial. $60 is not a lot, mind you, but I do plan on putting that forward into making more products and growing my business, and I do plan on doing more events like this in the future. I feel like because I've had this experience now and I've gotten to see how it works exactly and what sells, I feel like I'm more prepared for how to run my next event. I also was extremely underprepared. I have gotten a square like several years ago. I got a square so that I could sell at events like this. What did I do the day of the event? I forgot it at home. I set it up for myself, I updated my app, I made sure everything the night before, and then I did not put it in my bag. So that is one of the main things that I'd like to remember next time, because a lot of people came with just a card, or they didn't have PayPal, they had like Venmo or Cash App or Zelle, any of the other ones that I don't have. Luckily my friend had Venmo, so he was able to take some of the sales through that, but the majority of the sales were, unfortunately, just in cash, which was fine. We ended up going to a bank. I got some, like about $60 in change, and we just hashed it out, made it work. But I definitely in the future want to remember that, so that I can actually have customers that can pay with card and it's not a big deal. Also, I realized that I need a concessionaire's form, or I need some sort of form to show that I'm going to be paying the sales tax, which I believe, from my understanding, because business and state things are not well explained, and it's really hard to decipher for yourself because each state is different, and sometimes each county within that state is different about how sales and businesses work. I don't really fully understand it. I thought that when I got my business license that would be automatically part of it. Like I would automatically have a sales tax license because my business is selling goods. So like, because I pay the government to have my business title, my business license, and I tell them that I'm going to be paying taxes on the money that I make through my business. So I don't know. I'm just confused on that. I'm just confused in general. If you know better than I do about Michigan and their business laws and how that works. Anyways, I have a concessionaire's form that I filled out, and I think I need to send in within the next week or so, with the amount of money that I owe them for the taxes on what I made. But like, generally, I'm kind of confused on that whole bit. Trying to understand it better, trying to be more knowledgeable as I grow my business and dig deeper into that stuff, but like right now, I don't really get it. And I'm not someone who makes enough money that like it's worth investing in an accountant or like talking to someone about that stuff. Like I said, I made $60 at this one event, the one event that I'm doing for this month, and I make like $20 a month off of my Patreon. So like, it's not like I make a substantial amount of money. but I report it either way, so I don't know. I'm just confused on that. But I feel like this was a really great experience. I am hoping to do, as long as I can get in, which shouldn't be a problem, I'm hoping to do Krampus in the summer, which is the next event that's hosted by that group. The group is called Holy Bones, and that event is in July. It's the first Friday and Saturday of July, so it's a 2-day event, which I think doing an event later in the summer, or really I should say in the summer, is going to be a lot more predictable as far as weather goes, and I have a better idea of like how many people are going to show up, what people are interested in purchasing, so I can figure out what I want to invest my money in to have as products to sell. Also, because it's a 2-day event instead of a 1-day event, I feel like I'm more likely to make more money. So that event is a little more expensive to do, but I'm totally down to do that. It's like one of the cheapest events I've found. Because most events in my area in Michigan are like $70 to $100 to get a spot, right? Holy Bones, well, sure, it's a public spot, it's a free venue, it's not like, you know, it's not like you're going in someplace paying money to go and buy from vendors. It is a free event that random people can just walk into. But the spots are cheap, like $25, not $70, $75, $80, $100. And normally they give you a discount if you bring your own supplies to set up your space. So I really feel pretty good in general about that. And I'm totally down to do an outdoor spot again. I was considering doing an indoor spot just because it seemed like the indoor area was getting a lot more traffic. So I'm unsure because it also seems kind of scarily busy to a point where it's like claustrophobic in there. And one of my business partners and friends is very claustrophobic, and so like I don't want to be in a situation that's gonna make that worse. Anyways, these are the things that I've like learned from my experience last week, and I am excited about it. I feel like I understand a little bit more. I'm hoping by the time this next event rolls around that I will have the new version of my comic published, and then I can have that also available for sale. But we shall see. Because of the move and me setting up my studio and everything just taking so long, because unfortunately moving is like that, but because all of that has been happening, I haven't had a ton of time to edit any of my comic stuff or really work on any of it. I worked on a little art here and there within the last month, but nothing super substantial other than those new prints I made, which I showed earlier in the video. They're smaller postcards of different places in Ypsilanti, the place where my comic takes place. They're just like little city postcards. But the small ones I feel like turned out different than the Clebrio ones that I ordered like, I don't know, maybe a year ago. They both turned out different from that one, and they also had errors around the edges, so I ended up charging less for them, also because they were a little bit smaller, which I wasn't really sure because I couldn't remember what size I had ordered for the previous postcard, but it's okay. It's all trial and error right now, so we're just figuring that stuff out. But yeah, I hope to be doing this next event in July, and I'm also planning on going to the Oddities and Curiosities Expo again this year, so I will probably vlog that because that's always fun to go to, and I hope I can buy some more art pieces to put up on my wall, much like these two which I bought there. And it's just like nice to get involved in the spooky community, the spooky art community specifically in my area. That's always fun. I would love to eventually become a vendor there, but that's kind of in the distance currently. Currently I'm just trying cheap spots I can go in, try and make some money, help my friends, have a good time. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I know the clips of me actually doing the art fair were pretty short, pretty small. Next time I plan on planning it out a little bit better, but for this first time it was just a lot of work, and I forgot a bunch of things because I had to drop off my husband for work and we were running late. I didn't have a chance to pack the car the night before, so it's a lot of nonsense. But anyways, I will be much more prepared. I will have actual decor and like a setup next time. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I will hopefully see you soon. And I'll give you more updates on the studio as it comes together. Currently, the only difference from when I recorded the Paint My Studio With Me vlog, I just got my chair, which is just like, it's a nice desk chair. It's like a heavy-duty wooden and metal desk chair. It's not like a gamer chair or anything like that. Gamer chairs don't really fit with my aesthetic, so it's not really what I wanted to go for. But I know a lot of people really love them. So this I got at a secondhand store. I really like it. It matches my aesthetic and my color choices, and just generally feels like a nice, really sturdy rolly chair. But I'm hoping to get, in the near future, a desk for my computer, because currently it's still sitting rather short in comparison to my chair, which is not very fun. Hard on my back. And I want to get either a love seat or just like a comfy living room chair over there for me to record videos with. And a small bookshelf is my hope in the future to go under the window. But yeah, anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.